my name's Jane, and I'm 71 this year. I live in the East Tennessee area, and my hobbies are retirement. I worked for 46 years in the nonprofit sector, in the for-profit sector. I was a meeting planner. I produced consumer and wholesale shows. I worked in the nonprofit area of education and breast cancer awareness. So now I sleep late, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep up with my grandchildren a little better now that that I can. That I don't just tire out and have to sit down or lay down as they're running around me and saying, "Nana, let's go run, or let's go for a walk, or can we, play with the dog?" And Nana is not in a position to do that because she hurts. I was born with scoliosis, and growing up back in the 50s, when normally a child would have this corrected. Well, back in the 50s, they didn't have procedures to do that. So I grew and grew and grew, and I ended up being 5'11" and 3/4. It's tall like my dad. But my scoliosis kept getting longer and longer and longer and more curved. And so I went through my early life just saying, "Oh, it's my back, my lower back." Really not comfortable at all. Always walked sort of to the side, never could get straight. But I went through life, and then when I was in my early 40s, I was mopping my floor, and I slipped and I fell flat on my back and had a fracture. Wore a turtle brace for about 4 months. It healed. Life goes on. But as life went on, I kept having more and more discomfort in my lower back, a lot of pressure, and it started affecting my lifestyle. So I knew I had to do something, and then in 2020, the year that it's been, as we all know, crazy, I slipped again on water and messed my back up really badly. So I was referred to an orthopedic practice where I was seen by a physician and then asked to go for rehab, meaning physical therapy, at their facility for a month. So I went twice a week for a month, had sun massage, exercises, but I was a patient of maybe 5 or 6 of the tech that was working with me. So I would be told to do an exercise, and then he would leave and come back and check on the other exercise. And after a month, I really had a little bit of relief from the stress and the pain in my lower back. But at that point, it was recommended that I have nerve ablation. That is where the doctor goes in and burns several nerves to see if they can just get the pain gone. So they're treating the pain, but not necessarily what's causing the pain. It was not successful. The procedure was not successful, and so here I was, again, with discomfort, and was told by that particular practice that perhaps I should try pain management. So I went to a practice here in my neighborhood, and it wasn't anything that I wanted to pursue. It was prescription-based, and I'm not about to go down that road. So I came up with empty hands. What was I going to do, and where was I going to go? I wasn't sure what could be available, because you see, I was looking for someone to find the root of my discomfort and disability, really, not how to take care of the pain, because that didn't work. So I had an opportunity to see Simply Physio articles in a local newspaper on a weekly basis, and I started reading them, and I'm like, that's me. So I came in to see if I could schedule an evaluation, and so here we are. Well, I've been coming now for a number of months, and I think the thing that has really helped me to improve the quality of my life is that Simply Physio needed to figure out with me as a team approach what was causing all this? It wasn't, well, how are we going to get rid of the pain? It was, well, they looked at my back, they looked at my skeleton, they looked at the way I stand, the way I walk. They looked at me to see where all of this was really, what's the root of problem. Since I've been here with my sessions, I absolutely have a whole different way of approaching my days. I'm better, I can stand longer, I can go to the grocery store, get through the shopping, and actually get home and put everything away. I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to stand for a period of time to cook a big meal. I do something and sit down, empty the dishwasher and sit down. I'm not having to do that anymore. I think the most important thing about Simply Physio is that they take a different approach, and different doesn't have to mean scary. In terms of coming in and having a full evaluation visit and giving it a try. These folks know what they're doing. They take time with you. It is a team approach. From the time you come in, see your name on the board welcoming you, working with each of the team members as a team. You're not just coming in to see one person for 20 minutes and then somebody else sees you. You're coming in to work with a professional. These folks are really wanting to give you the opportunity to work with them. You have to do your part. You have to do your exercises. You have to be really willing to be part of the solution. And they enable you to do that. They encourage you to do it. So that has really been my experience and has led me to keep it up. I think coming to Simply Physio just let me know that I can be part of the solution. I am not having to really completely rely on this team of great people, by the way, and the humor is enough to get anybody through a bad day. But it's cheerful, it's a great environment, but they empowered me to be part of the team, and that has never happened